we are. They start smelling an upset. The Hawkeyes ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes the junior running back. This guy's one of the best running backs in all of college football, and he'll get the rock in this one.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pulls it in. It's Bond. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? He'll take it himself. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. Throwing Russell. Got his man in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. It's a draw. Makes a man miss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. The give on the option. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in the situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Gives it to the back on the draw. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it on the counter. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Got it! Hauls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hawkeyes offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Diaz. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Give running right, it's Malton.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Rides to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. Here's a give to Malton. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force them either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. It's a draw. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Russell fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Russell from the gun on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They go play action with Russell. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Back open in the middle. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Now here's Russell. Here's a heat. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Using his legs, it's Phillips. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Russell. Zings it complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running behind that left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Russell on play action. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Russell. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? On the ground with the counter. Oh, better look out. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. You see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the 1st and 2nd quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the counter. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. And it's no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense. 1st and 10 from the 33. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They go play action with Russell. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Throwing Russell. Buys a little time. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Russell. Got him downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw it again. He'll pull it down and run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure. Get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. With the run on 1st and goal. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Looking for a crease. It's Phillips. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Russell finds his man. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. That is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
Right back to him on the ground. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker, and how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Russell on play action. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Snags it over the middle. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Never a doubt. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They go play action with Russell. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the move, it's Phillips. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Keep it on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
If deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Number 34 sets a kickoff.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. The 40. Past the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So as it turns out, a two-play drive results in a field goal.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Slings it downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The last completion got him 6, now it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing Russell. Using his feet to buy time. He's open on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Grabs it in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll run the counter. There's some room. Got enough for the first. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Russell under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Man.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. Turning it on. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. On the run, it's Phillips. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Rushes on him. And they got him.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
So the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Throwing Russell.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. The defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Maybe a crease. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Phillips. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And it's crazy how this defense has been so good in this area of the field, right? They've given up plays, and they've given up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Going to take a shot at this DB. Got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Newsom. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense set for a 1st down play. Some misdirection with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Russell. It's complete to the right. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Hands it off on the counter. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking for space. It's Phillips. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Newsome. Oh, what a move to get room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Gets it out quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now here's Russell. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll go to the counter play. Not much room there. They'll give it one to the 9.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Motion from the wideout. Seven-yard pickup on that one. Is now second and 3. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on second and 3. Running inside. It's Newsome. Made him miss again. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Throwing Russell. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Russell. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Newsome. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Russell. Pocket breaking down. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Gonna run it. It's Newsome. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Gets open down the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Looks as if it's the quarterback, and that's the last thing you need if you're trying to pull off the upset. Holly will get us up to date on what's going on with him. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from Alton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Malton again. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's a little room there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. On the draw, it's Newsom. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now on the move. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football...
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would... Picked off! A turnover in their own end! And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it's a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Now on 1st down from the 28. Kamari again. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's a give to Malton. Picks up the 1st down. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And a huge run from the backs for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. It's pay dirt late in the game.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. On the ground, it's Phillips. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of